As the sun begins to descend toward the desert floor, we welcome you inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Stay tuned for Diamondbacks baseball next. Clay Buchholz is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Now at the plate, Jose Reyes. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Down the first baseline. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Cabrera is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And that one just missed outside. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Lifted the other way to left center. Dyson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Settling in now, Michael Conforto. He went deep in the contest last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
Ready with the 0-1. And that one stayed up a little high. Just settling in here in Phoenix for this one. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground, maybe even give himself a shin burger.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And right into the shift. Goldschmidt moving to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a fairly painless top of the first, and now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Steven Matz gets the starting nod for the Mets. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Stepping into the box, John Jay. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, John Jay.
First delivery to him on the way. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1. The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sinker changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. D-Row, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. First offering on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Sinker's low, but called for a strike. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. 1-0 home. It's laid off, but in there for strike one. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Bruce, and that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. We are still scoreless. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And that's right there, and we're even at one.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away, that's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Left side. And that'll go as the Mets' first hit of the ball game. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second. So striding forward now, Jay Bruce, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Jay is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, A.J. Pollock. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Towards second. And a diving try there by Cabrera. A for effort, but it's a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
The 2-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Pollard leads off second with nobody out. Line to the right side. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Jay Bruce. Probably throughout the course of his career, one of the strongest arms in right field. Accurate and on the money. Also big-time left-handed power. This guy, you could pretty much pencil in 25, 30-plus bombs a year.
Now at the plate, Jake Lamb. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike two. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike three.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
In now, Jeff Mathis, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 0-1 delivery. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One left for Arizona. Will move to the third with no score. Now at the plate, Adrian Gonzalez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. And this is fouled at the plate. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Changeup in for a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Yep, that ball went out.
That misses. 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. And the throw in gets away from him. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Into the box now, Steven Matz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Stands at second with no outs. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now a bunt attempt here, and you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. A man at third with one away. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
A ball and 2 strikes to Jose Reyes. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D. We're a runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
The next 1-2 pitch. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Jay. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike. 2 out with the man at first. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Fouled away. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Now to the plate, Gerard Dyson, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
The 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Clay Buchholz, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
In now is John Jay, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Jay behind 0-2 now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
From the stretch. And he just misses with a curveball. set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
The 1-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Here's another 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. He'll get it into second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Ready for another chance, Jay Bruce. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
The count now at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He's set, and the pitch. And that one right down Main Street. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Shoots this one over to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready now, Eduardo Escobar. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
The 1-1. Bounces in the dirt for a ball. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball up onto the balcony and gone. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As the Diamondbacks are on the board, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The windup and the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. The 1-1 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Way to get dirty. Not in time. Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with one away.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
In now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. Pollock stands at first with one out. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jake Lamb standing in now as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Missed with a breaking ball. One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Now the 2-1. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box, Jeff Mathis. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Trying to keep the 1-run lead. Here it is. Hit on the ground toward the left. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 for the D-backs on the home run by Paul Goldschmidt. We're through 4. It's the Mets 2 and the D-backs 1. So digging in now, Adrian Gonzalez. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
First baseman number 23, Adrian Gonzalez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. Another 0-2 coming. Hit down the line at first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's set. Here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2. The 1-2 misses. Ball 2. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
On its way is pitch number 75. Popped him up. Goldschmidt on the move. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, Pitcher, Stephen Matz.
Now batting, Steven Matz. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Escobar will put this one away, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the fifth coming up. Mets out in front, 2-1. Stepping into the box, Gerard Dyson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Two great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Into the box now, Clay Buchholz, and they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, John Jay.
In now is John Jay. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Dyson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10-15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Breaking ball in for a strike. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. One left for the Diamondbacks. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Reyes. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's the strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And a neck high fastball that time. Left center, base hit. Heading for second is Reyes. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Here now is his Dribble Cabrera, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 delivery, and he lays off for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. No hits to this point. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at bat. From the belt, the pitch, and he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0 home. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Due next is the dangerous Jay Bruce. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. The next 3-2. Popped him up. Goldschmidt moving to his left. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 19, Jay Bruce.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Number 66 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 66.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitches.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They lead it 2-1. Paul Goldschmidt will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
You know, you look at this hitter. He doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Cespedes is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, A.J. Pollard.
Up next for Arizona, A.J. Pollard. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. One out, nobody on. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Ahmed. He was a ground out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Two out, nobody on. That misses. 1-1 the count now to the Arizona shortstop. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. This is line to left, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We're through 6 full. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Digging in, Todd Frazier, a line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. Way in front of that fastball.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Here's Adrian now. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And he misses. 2-1.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Turned on down the line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Little dribbler down the line. That goes foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time, but foul. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line towards center field, and Gonzalez is going to have himself a base hit. So a grinder of an at-bat has a positive result.
That's all you're trying to do. Sometimes they're not all going to be beautiful. Sometimes you got to take it deep into count, stick your nose in there, and survive.
Stepping in now, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll take a forkball here that drops in there for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Gonzalez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Pitch is popped up. Number 66, just to the right of the mound, but it's the first baseman that gets there to haul it in, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, pitcher.
Juan Lagares will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And that one stayed too low apparently. 289 is the average coming in. No home runs as of yet, and a dozen RBIs. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. A runner on first with 2 away. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hit to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. It's the Mets 2 and the D-backs 1. Anthony Swarzak gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Anthony Swarzak.
Stepping up to the plate, Jake Lamb. It was a walk in his last trip.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
And that misses, ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Is in there for strike 1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Jeff Mathis. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch of the at-bat. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. From the belt, the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 1-1. Here it comes. Weak chopper up the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Oh, but the feed is offline. Couldn't hit the shortstop covering the bag. The tag comes down, and they're going to get him at third. Aggressive base running there following some shoddy defensive play, but it doesn't work out for him.
Number 1,
Here's Gerard Dyson, head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's just 2 for 9. Here's the first pitch to him. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
now batting, number 66.
David Peralta will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6, David Peralta.
Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Mathis at second with 2 down. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Now a flare out to left center. Conforto sprinting after it. He can't get to it. This one's down. And the go ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
In now, Eduardo Escobar. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. 2 out with the man at first. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. Bounce to first. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Mets 2. Archie Bradley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 25, Archie Bradley.
Jose Reyes will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Fouled off. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2. Hits this one hard the other way. And now against his body, a jump throw. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
Hey, you know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
So coming to the plate, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 is a strike taken on the outer edge of the zone. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Line toward the alley in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Rosario rounds third and is striding for home. He'll score, and the Mets have drawn even. We are knotted at 3.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. In there, and it's 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bradley has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. This is line to left. Dyson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Jay Bruce now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Ahmed Rosario will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 1.
Paul Sewald will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Number 51. Paul Sewald.
Ready once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Third baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now the pitch. Ball 1. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. It's 1-2. Sewald, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 10th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Line towards center field. Cespedes patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Now at the plate, Nick Ahmed, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball that finds the outside corner. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
The 0-2 once more. Freezes him on the inside, strike 3. Diamondbacks down in order. Still tied 3-3. Brad Boxberger will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Digging in now, Todd Frazier. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Popped him up. Lamb shading to his right. He's got it 1 away. Next for the Mets, Adrian Gonzalez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Low for ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Jay has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
And he misses with it. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Down in order go the Mets. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Jake Lamb standing in now.
Leading off the bottom of the ninth for the Diamondbacks. Third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. Lamb is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. He tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you could tell he is just super confident against right-handed guys. You know, sometimes it's coincidence. Sometimes it's you don't see many lefties, Matty. But bottom line is 75% of the time there's a right-hander on the mound, and this guy finds barrel consistently.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Stepping in, Jeff Mathis. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? Relay to Gonzalez, and it's a double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
Here's Gerard Dyson. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. Score remains tied at 3-3. Wilmer Flores is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frame. Jorge De La Rosa takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Flores has proven to be one of the best hitting pitchers around. Get this, his average up over 300.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Next up for New York, Ahmed Rosario. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. The second for 1, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
No real chance from the roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Striding in once again, Michael Conforto. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Rosario over at second. Cabrera is over at first with 1 away. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Yoenis Cespedes, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Back-to-back strikeouts keep them out of danger. A chance to win it now as we head to the bottom of the 10th, still tied. Hansel Robles comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Daniel Descalso is going to come in and pinch hit here as he's the potential winning run here in the bottom half of inning number 10. In there, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Darno is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now is John Jay, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Conforto moves over, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And he misses again with it here. It's 3-0 now. Two out, nobody on. And he gets the call there. 3-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Still tied 3-3. Andrew Chafin takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 40, Andrew Chafin.
Standing in, Jay Bruce. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Jay Bruce.
He's set and the pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Here's Todd Frazier now, 0-for-4 with a strikeout thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough slider down low for a strike. A wave and a miss.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
The 1-2. Hit hard, but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's Adrian now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Mets go down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. At the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Now here's the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Hit back up the middle. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Center fielder number 11, A.J. Pollock.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, A.J. Pollock. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. One out, nobody on. And it's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bounce it to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And the runner will get back standing. Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 1-0. Right over the middle, knee high. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And a huge mistake as that's going to move the winning run into scoring position.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Now the 2-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. High in the air out to center field. Cespedes on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with 2 away.
Next for the Diamondbacks, catcher, Jeff Mathis.
Digging in, Jeff Mathis. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Alex Avila will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 5, Alex Avila.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. A 2-out hit'd win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. The 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And they've come back to win it here in 11 innings. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and this ball game is over.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run, and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team to a win, and that's all you can hope for as a player.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Andrew Chafin claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, 3 runs on 10 hits. 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street station.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the National League West, Andrew Chafin got win number 1 on the year, leading the Diamondbacks past the Mets 4-3. Cole Hamels got the win and now has 150 on his career, helping lead the Rangers over the Rockies 3-1. Craig Stammen won his first game of the season as the Friars beat Atlanta 5-4. The Los Angeles Dodgers combined for a 4-hitter as they dismantled the Giants 7-0. The Milwaukee Brewers had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-5. The Cincinnati Reds totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the win after some free baseball against the Pirates 6-5. The Cubs combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 3-1. The Tampa Bay Rays halted their 6-game losing streak as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 4-2. The Toronto Blue Jays knocked out 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 6-5. The win was their 6th in a row. The Marlins sent 3 balls into the seats as they blew out Baltimore 9-2. The Tigers combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 5-2. The Cleveland Indians launched 3 home runs as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 13-6. It was their 7th win in a row. The Astros racked up 11 hits as a team as they dethroned the Royals 9-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim put together 10 total hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 3-0. The Red Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 4-0. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.